The film begins with a wild tribe bringing a young boy to the altar to sacrifice and dance around him. The tribe leader saluted the god and gave him a generous gift in the form of the helpless Lin Shu. Before long, the boy noticed a giant black python and realized his days were numbered. As soon as the snake attacked, he woke up to find he had overslept on a wooden raft beside the snake. "I'm trying to catch fish when you wake up." Lin Shu noticed a foggy island nearby and asked his uncle about it. Afong says it's a cannibal island whose coast is strewn with human bones. It's dangerous to get close to it, so they should stay away from him to try to catch a fishing net. The man didn't surrender, realized there was something big and terrible was swimming under their raft. Suddenly he fell into the water and scared his grandson. Very shortly after that, Afong appeared and said he was fine, he just got hurt. Just confused. In the net, leaving the boat, the man saw the water bring them to the shores of the cannibal's island and had difficulty swimming off it. At one point, Afong turned around and found that his grandson was missing. The man called Lin Shu and tried to find him when he suddenly noticed a giant snake scared by the aggressive black python. Uncle walked quickly. Returning home, he went to the boy's father, his brother Tan Shu, to tell him what had happened during that time. The lost boy explores Cannibal Island without knowing the small snakes crawling nearby. At some point, the boy fell to the ground due to a stick in the way and saw a giant snakeskin in front of him and heard a strange noise. Lin Shu turned around but saw no one. A while later, a wild plant attacked him and dragged him into a dungeon trapped in the root system. Lin Shu looked around and noticed a human bone nodding as he realized he was in trouble. The boy was crying and screaming for help from his parents. At this point, an unidentified mucus was flowing down his hand, and looking up, Lin Shu saw a royal flower ready to eat. A boy preparing to go to the cannibal island to find and save. The treasure-searching boys led by Mr. Zhao agree to help those hoping to make easy money when they hear that there are many valuable plants on this island. The village elder opposes that because on the island there is a curse that can destroy all life on the island. In the area, Sun Thursday and his brother were not afraid because the boy was in danger and needed help. Zhao also saw no problem with them going to the island because it was foolish to believe in the fairy tales of the previous generation and curses that were not real. In the late afternoon, the party arrives at Cannibal Island and begins a search for the missing Lin Shu. Zhao ordered his subordinates to look closely at their surroundings and find valuable plants that could improve their financial situation. A group member found snake eggs and brought them back to Zhao. The boss was disappointed with his protection because no one needed them. At the same time, he noticed a beautiful bright red flower and ordered that the guard cuts it as soon as the assistant starts using a flower. A black snake appeared on the milestone and committed suicide. The group heard the boy's last scream and realized something had happened to him, while Lin's mother noticed his shoe's baby confirms he will stay on island. The Snake King attacks the group and they run away until at some point a live tree attacks and, dragged underground once in a terrible place, they heard the boy's call and ran to help while Zhao and his assistants saw human bones from where the raging snakes began to crawl. They attacked the group and forced them to flee from here immediately. As possible, the researchers and the Lin Shu family's easy prey ran away before heading out. Lin Shu's stopped and took a snake egg into his upper pocket. The argument ended when the boy's mother and later Zhao fainted from a snake bite. Their home. Village, the group asks the doctor to help the victims, but he is helpless. The elder is angry because he warned of the possible consequences when he learns that their village has been attacked. Attacked by hundreds of angry snakes, all the villagers leave to fight them, leaving Lin Shu with her ailing mother before falling into a permanent sleep. The woman asks her son to love nature and give. Sometime later, Lin Shu realized that an egg he was carrying had hatched a golden snake with silver spots. He took care of her, named her Xiaohua, and hid his father for fear he would be displeased. Soon after, the man heard his son talking to someone and saw a snake he ordered chased her away and shouted at Lin Shu when he realized that he was powerless to protect his friend. The boy ran towards the bank and freed the Xiaohua. Other snakes also appeared here, carrying the golden python and crawling away. Only townspeople. 10 years later, Lin Shu worked as a biologist in a private clinic and studied plant genetics. He still remembers the symbols he saw in the cave on Cannibal Island and thinks he will return there soon. His uncle called him and informed him that the villagers were suffering from bubonic plague and that snakes were the cause of it. Moments later, Lin Shu arrived at a meeting, where Dr. Lai told everyone present and Fei clinic owner that they had purchased a gold and silver flower with unique properties he could have. Can bestow immortality, but for that you have come to the Cannibal Island to get more samples. When he learns that Lin Shu's live nearby, Fei appoints him as the team leader and introduces him to his lovely daughter Lily. A few days later, Lin Shu and a group of scientists arrive in the village, where they saw a terrible picture. There were a lot of snakeskins scattered and the plague patient was constantly itching. For the first time in a long time at home, Lin Shu went to his mother's grave to remember him. His father also came here, with whom they had not contacted in recent years. The next morning, a group of scientists with armed escort of Zhao and his men and uncle and father Lin Shu's left for the island. Cannibal Island. When they arrived, they started looking for a silver and gold flower valued in millions of dollars. While trying to find something of value, one of Zhao's assistants cut a flower, leading to terrible consequences because the tree turned out to be still alive. The wildflowers attacked the group and killed several of the escorts upon noticing a cave nearby. Lin Shu suggested hiding inside. As soon as everyone was inside, they stopped. Noticing the same flower at the entrance after picking it, Fei noticed the nearby trees were dead. Dr. Lai understands that the island is an ecosystem where life is supported by these tiny flowers. According to legend, there was a royal flower on the island to support the island and everything. This is when Danger Flower attacks the group again and they have to run away. Lin Shu stayed to help others at one point. He couldn't understand, but Lily helped the guy leave the others behind. They followed a different path and eventually came to a room with altar for sacrifice. At the same time, the group finds themselves in another part of the cave and sees a huge black python. Zhao scaredly shoots it, causing the Snake King to attack the group trying to escape by going in the thin passage in the cave. During this time, Lin Shu and Lily heard a strange sound when suddenly a golden and silver python appeared in their room. The girl was very scared and the boy was about to say goodbye to life, but the snake doesn't attack but just touched the forehead of Lin Shu lightly, realized it was his Xiaohua. He stroked the python and let Lily do the same because snakes are not as scary as people think. The main thing is to treat them with all their souls as soon as they appear. Gunshot was fired. Hidden golden python. Lin Shu and Lily wanted to go to the sound but were delayed when they saw murals left by local natives on the wall. After researching, they understood that the island was created after a meteorite and a parasitic plant. With regenerative properties as his source of life, he can communicate with animals that give them unique abilities. While the group that escaped from the black python ended up in a room with the king plant. The wildflower that attacked the trapped scientists was also found by the Snake King and ready to attack when they realize they will have to sacrifice someone. Zhao pushes one of the minions towards the python and this saves the group from an encounter with his mother. Lily told of seeing a golden python. Fei realized that it was a symbiosis of the Great One. Give her value and increase Zhao's bounty when acquired. Capture the python. Lin Shu and Lily realize they shouldn't have reported this and are very upset. The group quickly found a golden python trying to heal the Snake King's bullet wound. Seeing the golden scales falling, Lin Shu realizes that his Xiaohua is a symbiosis of a snake and plants with healing properties. Fei demanded to catch the golden snake at all costs and did. Not intending to listen to their brazen daughter, who confronted her, the group attacked the pythons but the golden snake escaped from the snake. The king repelled the offenders and severely punished them for infiltrating their land. At the same time, Lin Shu was also shared that a black python bit her neck. The father and uncle protect the unfortunate and attack the injured snake. Lamb Thursday is about to fall. Forever overslept, but Xiao crawled to help him. Hua heals an old friend with a single touch. Zhao seized the opportunity and hit the snake on the head with the butt of his gun, knocking him unconscious. Fei quickly arrives and the man gives her a python and informs that the injured Lin Shu is a great prey. The prey has been caught but cannot get out of the cave because the Snake King is guarding the exit. On the way out. Account. The group decided to use the golden python as bait and then released it into the net to lure the black snake to take it to the afterlife. The plan quickly goes awry when the giant python becomes more powerful and causes the weaponized limbs to work for a short time. From the troubled group, Lily finds that her mother also has the disease and tries to help her by shooting the Snake King with a crossbow. Black Python attacks the girl, but Lin Shu saves her at the last moment after missing the Snake King's attacks. The royal tree and entangled roots destroyed it. Lin Shu and Lily were the first to come out of the cave and found 2 gold and silver flowers. The scientist realized that they could be used to heal the people living in his village and hid the plants in his pocket shortly after. The other members of the group also came out with Lin Shu's uncle and father still in the cave. Golden Snake and only retains his blood as soon as he pulls his knife. Only Shu throws himself at him to save his friend. The guy loses a fight and Xiao Hua attacks Xiao to bite him and avenge the comrade who got hurt. I don't want anyone to suffer. Lin Shu gave Zhao a flower and helped him heal when he felt his strength return. Zhao attacked Lin Shu again and also fought with his father and uncle. The golden snake attacked the man again, but he bit the python. Upon seeing this, Lin Shu revealed the secret of the frescoes and understood that the Set's ancient race that drank snake blood for longevity but fell ill with plague and was left in the next world. In another war, Lin Shu lost again to Zhao, a father who protects his son and protects him with his body stabbed in the back. Zhao saw his body covered with sores. Lin Shu surrendered, realizing that eating flowers is dangerous because you have to feed snakes. Nature doesn't like to break the rules because no one can live forever. Now it is clear that the ancient tribes are extinct because they contracted the plague and left this world. Fei's armed guards try to eliminate Zhao, but he is too strong and sends Dr. Lai to another world. When Zhao and Lin Shu fight, everyone tries to escape. Lily wants to help the guy and goes back to get the crossbow. She tries to kill a man but misses. Zhao shot Lin Shu and felt amazing power. Then suddenly the Snake King attacked him, and after getting rid of the madman hidden underground, the island begins to crumble and the group runs towards the shore. At one point a tree falls in front of them, but a golden python that helped them on the shore of Lin Shu saw that the snake was sick and decided to give him. He eats the second healing flower. Fei asks to give it to him because otherwise she will go bankrupt, but for a guy his friends are more important than saving Zhao's life. The guy goes back to the village and synthesizes a medicine to save its inhabitants from the plague. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.